Good morning. Let me get the chat back up. There we go. I know I'm looking lovely as ever. Did I do something different in my hair? I got a doctor's appointment at 9, so I took my shower before the live stream. Got to get all gussied up for you. There you go. All prettied up now. Morning, Ty. You're looking lovely as ever. I have more than you. Yeah. Everybody tells me I got beautiful hair there, Arizona. Good morning, Arizona. Good morning, Lady Kenzie. Good morning, Ty. Good morning, Junk. Good morning, Kevin. No, I wanted to get up like 5:30 and take my shower, but I didn't set the alarm, and I figured I'd just get up anyways. Well, for some ungodly reason, one of the littles was crying at 2:30 this morning. So woke up Kathy, and she had a headache. So she gave her some medicine and put her a wet towel on her forehead and had her lay back down. And I pretty much don't remember anything after 3 o'clock. I finally fell asleep to sleep. You just done a non-school? What'd you do? Get a job? No. I went through. I got tired of looking for those sound bites. So I went through last night and I put names on it. So now I don't have to look. And I got rid of duplicates and I got rid of some I didn't want no more. You went to bed at 2 and up at 5? Yeah. Oh, you watch them crack. Yeah. Yeah. I actually prefer taking my shower early in the morning when nobody's up. That way I can use all the hot water I want. It don't matter. Or when everybody's gone. I don't have to worry about somebody flushing the toilet. That sucks. Yeah. But I gotta go to my regular doctor today. Probably gonna have her check me or make an appointment to get a ultrasound done on the back of my knee. Make sure I do not have a blood clot back there. No. And the other doctor, I got to get a hold of them because they're trying to approve my excuse me, my IBs. Good morning, Ian. How are you? Best wishes for you too, and your family. But I changed my insurance changes the first of the year, so I got to get a hold of them. They were talking about starting them this week, but it ain't gonna happen. If you guys haven't checked out Ian's channel, go out and check it out. He's from across the pond. He's a scrapper. Some of the stuff he scraps is pretty unbelievable. Yeah. No, you actually have some pretty good videos. Every time I watch you, I think you're in my garage as much stuff as you got in there. I was a scrapper too when I was young, but I think we're talking about different kinds of scrapping. Don't get excited. I'm just rubbing my kneecap. By the way, I enjoyed Saturday's video there, Arizona. And I enjoyed the one with you and your wife eating crickets. That was funny. Dry roasted, I think, well, yeah, dry roasted crickets or something like that. Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it at all. Nowadays, everybody's too lazy to work on New Year's Day. They're too lazy to work on New Year's Eve, and they're too lazy to work on the other 363 days of the year. Yeah, the look on your face was priceless. And I see how you grabbed that bottle of whiskey real quick. That was funny. I got to powder real quick. I'll be right back. Yeah. So if you guys didn't see that, it was weird foods that they ate. Why were they fighting? Huh. They had a free for all? Well, it's a good thing that Bill Lambier wasn't there, huh? That guy would punch your headlights out just for the hell of it. Who's that boxer that used to be up there? They call him the Detroit Hitman. Little bitty bastard. I can't remember his name. Hitman Hearns. Thomas Hitman Hearns. Yeah. You know, you stop all that fight on professional sports, don't you? Instead of giving them a $25,000 fine, you fine them millions. You know, like $5 million. They'll think twice before throwing another punch. And exactly where does that fine money go? They should give that all to charity. Yeah. I just watched the fights of the fight highlights, yeah. Well, I tell you what, I went to a fight one time and a hockey game broke out. Years ago, this is no lie. Years ago, Kevin was a paper boy. He was, but he was too lazy to deliver papers. Wanted to stay home because he didn't feel good. You know, couldn't do this. When I wouldn't feel good, I got a headache. My tummy hurts. Well, I had to go deliver his papers. I did. And they had a contest going on for 2 weeks. Whoever delivered and got the most customers out of the county, they were giving away 10 free tickets to kids and taking them down to the Toledo Gold Diggers. Well, Kevin won tickets to go see the Toledo Gold Diggers. But Kevin was too sick. He was too fragile, too frail to work it. So Iron Dog 63 did it for him. And guess who got to go to the Toledo Gold Diggers? You guessed it. Iron Dog 63 went. That's who went. They called up and told my mom that Kevin had won. And she said, well, he's been sick for the last few weeks, and his brother's the one that did the contest for him, went out and got all. Can he go? And said, oh, yeah, he can go. Yeah. So after I got all my chores done, and all of Kevin's chores done, I had to go to town, and they picked me up, and we went to go to the game. And I'm sitting there watching the game. We're right at the windows, and they slap shotted a hockey puck, and it hit the window, flew right up, and landed right in the seat I was sitting in. So don't let him talk to you about all the stuff that he did, because I had to do it all. You don't hear him rebutting, do you? Do you? Is this thing on? No. might be a wee bit late. Yeah. Um, that's not true. I'll let everybody read that because that's the type I am, but that's not true. You know damn well it's not true. I can show you where they got, the leather straps from right here, where they had to hook me up to the plow and everything. Yeah. I still got the marks. You? Huh. Tan lines. What are you doing today? I'm going to sit by the pool and drink. Hey, could you go get me a Mai Tai? Yeah, that's how it was with you. If Dan was here, Dan would tell you. Yep. Dan knows. Don't let him lie to you, Ty. Honey. Well, that's the only meal I could get. I had to fend for myself, even find my own dinner at 3 years old, 2 years old. Nothing like soft shelled turtle to eat. That's right. Yeah. I had to pull Kevin out of a couple of tight spots before, I did, Ty. I had to make up for it. You see these two fingers? Keep it up. I can hurt you with these two fingers. Right. Scrappers. There you go. Yep. Now. You only need one finger? See, I have that right now on file.
There you go with your childish bullshit.
Okay? Good morning, cornbread. You still on fire watch? If Chris ain't got his juice back, he's probably sitting out in the car charging his phone. Now, I don't understand why you don't have a generator. I realize, they're not cost efficient. But I would think he'd have a generator, just for that certain kind of thing, just for the refrigerators and stuff like that. Well, he's out in Oregon. It's not really that cold over there. Okay. So if a power outage, even in the wintertime, food's not going to last very long in the refrigerator. They're from the mobile headquarters? Live from the mobile headquarters, yeah. That got removed. Yeah. That's right. That has to be removed. I'll remove it right now. There we go. Thank you, FBI. Yeah. It was disinformation. Yeah. You look at his hands, he never even had calluses. Yeah. Yeah. He had well groomed fingernails. Yeah. I have no idea. I don't know why anybody'd buy non-alcoholic Bush. Now, when I was in VOTEC, vocational technology, or whatever you want to call it, vocational technical school, I was in farm power, which is ag power, whatever you want to call it. Huh. That's all they could sell? At your alma mater, yeah. I would buy a 6-pack of O'Doul's or what, I can't remember what it was. It was near beer, although it was non-alcoholic beer. I can't remember the name of it. But I would buy that. And I would take it into the shop with me, and I'd set it right on top of the tractor I was working on, and I'd drink me a 6-pack of near beer while I was out there. And at first, the shop teacher come over and he looked at that. He said, "Are you drinking?" I said, "I sure am." "You know you can't be drinking beer." I said, it's non-alcoholic. He said, "There's no way." I said, so I give him one. And it really wasn't all that bad. It wasn't all that great, but it wasn't all that bad. And I drank near beer there all the time. Bye, Ty. You have a good day. Love ya. Huh. Shook his head. Yep. Good morning, Ron. More money in your pocket. There you go. Yeah. Yep. Back then, the shop teachers were pretty cool because they were just most of them were just regular farmers or workers that had the experience, but they didn't really have any college experience, or they might have went to college for a semester or something, which qualified them to be a teacher. That's cool. Making friends again. How am I making friends again? That was quite the show yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah. Evidently, then people don't get out of bed till after 8:30 or whatever. I have no idea.
You're being an asshole.
Oh,
After careful consideration of your
that's the 6:58 alarm. They probably not square table because it was after 8:30. Yeah. Yeah. But you notice what she wanted, didn't you? Everything that free that the government could give them. Well, who's the government? It's us. We're the ones that give the money to the government. Well, we don't really give it to them. It's forced. Yeah. Yeah, and that's something. Us Republicans, yeah. Almost Bush. Yeah. Urban Dictionary. Shots, everybody, shots. Shots, everybody, shots. Shots, everybody, shots. It's 5-Shot Thursday. Drink up, everybody. It's a good thing. Square tables here. That way you can um, I've had like 5,000 people look at this car. Just a second. There we go. I'm about ready to make it a homeless shelter. You hate to drink alone, there you go. That's nice you're here, Forum Square. Yeah. It's a 1988 Chevy Cavalier 4-door. It runs and drives. It needs a new headliner or the headliner fixed. It needs brake lines. There is brake lines for it. It just needs replaced. It's got 49,000 original miles on it. No rust, or little to no rust. But somebody shot the 2 passenger side windows out last month. Before that, he wanted $2,000. Now he wants to just get rid of it before somebody else shoots out all the other windows and the windshield in the back window. So he went from 2,000 to 1,000 to 700. Now he wants $500. I told him you're probably going to end up having to give that some bitch away or take it in for scrap if you want to get it out of your yard, because nobody wants to buy it. They want you to give it to them. And that's exactly what they're going to do. They'll take it in for scrap. It was a shit box, but it's not a bad looking car. It just, like it needs the headliners. A lot of people can't afford to put a headliner in it. They just, yeah. A lot of people can't afford to put a headliner in it, so they either take it out or they glue it up. So, just if you had, a week inside a garage where you could actually jack it up or put it up on a lift or whatever, get it up in the air, replace the brake lines, change the oil in the transmission, the fluid in the transmission and the oil in the engine, give it a good cleaning, replace the windows, it'd be a nice car and you'd be able to drive it for another 5 or 6 years easy. Now he owns a tire shop and he's a mechanic, and I call it Pay Here Places. That's right. He said if he brings it into the shop and replaces the brake lines and the head, he says if I do that, I'm going to have a new headliner put in it. That'll be another $200-300, and then by the time you put windows and stuff in it, he said the 2,000 won't even cover it. So. And I don't know, he bought it off an estate sale, so I don't even know what he has into it yet, but he's just tired of looking at it. My sister posted on Facebook yesterday. She went to take the decorations off in the tree out there at the park. And somebody had taken our sister's picture and her ornament. Now, the only people I could think of that would take it would be her two daughters or granddaughters. Not necessarily granddaughters, but the two daughters. No. I couldn't fathom anybody else taking it. You know, she didn't have many friends, and the friends she had were all, associates in the underworld, if you know what I mean. So they don't have no morals. Oh. Them kinds of people, you know. She was an abuser of chemicals. No, and quite frankly, I was surprised that she lived that long, because I figured one day there would be a knock on the door and she'd been, 15 years ago, that she was dead from an overdose. Hey, give me a cup of coffee. That fur. Oh, I'm getting up. Start playing the Bionic Man music. Yeah, start playing the Bionic Man music. That way it looks like I'm moving it fast. Is the chat working? Nobody said anything in 10 minutes. Huh. You fell asleep. Well, that ain't right. I'm here for you. Oh, I know it. I'm fixing to tell the city to go screw themselves in a big way. Kathy went to the store last night and she paid $4 for a dozen eggs. So I'm fixing to tell the city to go screw themselves. I'm going to start raising my own chickens and my own eggs for self-preservation. Yeah, I know. That's bullshit. There's no reason why eggs should be $4 or $5 a dozen. The reason why is because them guys, their corporations are making money hand over fist. So I don't get fined, yeah. Them same eggs were 68 cents a dozen at Aldi's a year ago. There you go. Yeah, sure they did. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. You got any sunglasses, JR? Oh, anyways, right. I everything has gone up and it's ridiculous and it's bullshit. And it's never going to go down. It doesn't matter if inflation goes down to zero. The prices aren't going to go down because they got you right by the balls if you got balls, and they're holding on to them. They're swinging like Tarzan on them right now. By the time you find them, I'll be up here. I still got an hour and 15 minutes. Yeah, they're jerking on them. That's right. Right now, they got mine clear down to my kneecaps. Well, they didn't have far to go, but they're down there now. I'm sorry to hear that. Just go like that. See, I'm not only good looking, I got brains too. Just cover the one that's scratched. It is 37 degrees today. It's having a heat wave, a tropical heat wave. That's right. No biggie. I gotta bring in after I get back from the doctors. I I got to bring in the turkey from Christmas. It's froze, so I bring it in, put it back in the roaster, warm it up. I'm not warming it up to cook it. I'm just warming it up to thaw it out so I can debone it and take the broth and stuff off of it. So I can. I'm gonna can some turkey up. So, and I'm also gonna can some smoked chicken. I bought a bunch of smoked chicken last week. Only ate like 6 pieces of it, and I got like 30 more. It's all thighs, so I'm gonna debone it, and then I'll probably get. I should put it in pints, but I don't really have any pint jars. But probably just do quarts. I'll probably get like 4 or 5 quarts out of that. And then I'll probably get that all deboned today, both of them, and then I'll start canning this week. Or I'll put it back in the refrigerator and can it after the first of the year. I got some ham. I want to do some bean soup, get some of that canned. I want to do it this week while it's warm. It's going to be warm until Thursday or Friday of next week. So next week it's supposed to be 60 degrees here one day. I want to get it while that, because I got to get all the jars out of my plastic shed. So I know. I wish I had some jars. Yeah. I get the jars out of the plastic shed, bring them in, wash them up, scrub them, clean them, rinse them out, get them sanitized, whatever. And then so I can do some canning. I think I got pints in there too. I got pints. I'm going to do most of it in pints. So, they say a pint a pound. So. Those potatoes you did the other day, how much look pretty good. I have yet to can any potatoes yet. I've never done it. If I ever get a good deal on like a couple 100 pounds of potatoes, I think I will. I got a meat slicer out there, and I think that's what I would do. Can some whip ass. Yeah, I hear they're relatively easy to can. I seen that you did yours like in a breakfast potato or whatever, skins on, just chunked it up. But if I want to do some, I want to do some sliced, but I'll do them in thick slices. Cut the potato in half so the slices aren't big, but then I'll slice it like in 3/8 inch thick slices or something like that, or maybe 1/4 inch. Or maybe, 7/16. I don't know. I don't want the slices thin, but I want the slices too thick either. Now, do you soak your potatoes before you put them in the jar to get some of the starch out of them, or do you just leave them? And by the way, good morning. Yeah. Well, that way you get most of the starch out of them or whatever, and then make a crispier potato when you fry them and stuff. I prefer fried potatoes with the skin on. A lot of people don't, but I do. I think the skin tastes better than the potato most of the time. When I was a kid, I'd scrub up a potato, take it in, wash it up, scrub it up real good, get all the dirt and stuff off it, and I'd eat potatoes raw. Start munching on them like an apple. I actually, my wife peels them for mashed potatoes, but if I was making mashed potatoes, I wouldn't even peel them then. Unless it's, like the russet, maybe the russet potato. The skin on that's harder than hell. The Idaho and everything like that, I wouldn't. I don't think I'd even peel. But the russet, now that's got a thick skin on it. But there you go. Yeah, I like hash browns with the skins on it. My wife's uncle, he eats oranges. He don't even peel them. He eats the peel and all. I knew a kid that used to eat apples, and he'd eat the entire apple except for the stem. And one day he was eating apples, and he was working on like his fourth one. And the science teacher told him right there, he said, "Hey, I wouldn't be eating too many more." I said, "Why is that?" So because apple seeds contain arsenic. About a half a cup of apple seeds can kill you. Bet you guys didn't know that. Uh,
Thank you, Joe Biden.
oh, well, you're welcome.
Siri, what's the weather like today? This weather can fuck off. Fuck this weather. Fuck this snow. It's fucking cold. And we're in.
Right. I think that's what killed Johnny Appleseed. Yeah. Yeah, don't eat the apricot seed either. Oh, yeah. We used to have a dog that would, her name was Panda. She was part Labrador and part St. Bernard. She was so damn ugly, she was cute, but she was black and white. That's why they called her Panda. But Panda, she would run out to the garden during the summer, late summer, when the tomatoes were ripe. And she'd run out there and she'd start looking around and she'd find herself a nice juicy tomato and she'd pull it off the vine and she'd walk right in the yard and show you what she's got and then she'd eat it. She didn't care if you were growing tomatoes or not for yourself. She wanted a tomato. Now, Princess, our dog that we had to put down, she absolutely loved strawberries and watermelon. If you had strawberries and watermelon, that dog sit right there going, she just loved them. You could put strawberries and watermelon in a bowl, and you could put steak in a bowl, and she'd finish that strawberry and watermelon first before she'd eat the steak. And she loved Oreo cookies. So you want a cookie? Yeah. Huh. I wouldn't doubt it. Well, they eat so fast, it was probably 3/4 of the way through them before you even realized how hot it was. I had a mouse in my pantry a few weeks ago, I guess. I had a couple of bags of oyster crackers on a shelf down there in the pantry. And Kathy went down there and she said, "What do you got 2 empty bags of oyster crackers for?" I said, "What do you mean 2 empty bags?" She said, "They're empty." I went down there and looked, there's holes in them. Yeah, the mice ate both bags of the oyster crackers. So I went out and I bought some mouse poison. And I set it where the oyster crackers were. And I set another one in the new part of the pantry. And I noticed the other day, there was a few pieces of the mouse poison. Now, this is about 3 weeks ago, I guess it was. A few pieces of the mouse poison was, well, it had a little dip in it, like they were, getting it. So they had moved it. I think I got rid of my mices because I have not seen anything since. I put another bag of crackers out to see if they would take them, and they haven't touched them. So I think I done got rid of that bastard. Now I just got to find it. But I've actually never had, only one time since we've been here, a mouse problem. And that was like 12 years ago. And I put out some traps. And I think like 2 or 3 days, it was it. I caught 2 and never had any problem after that. But I got a lot of food down there and everything is, oh, isn't that nice? I got a lot of food downstairs, but I got 95% of it that's in containers that can be chewed open. I got those in totes, so with lids on it. So that's or buckets with lids on it. I'm just out of buckets and stuff right now, so I should have kept Bear. That's right, but I couldn't take the ass whippings. Now we got Callie walking around the house outside, so she does a pretty good job. She's a good mouser. So she just can't be everywhere at once. So, and she won't come in the house, so I can't put her downstairs or anything because she won't do that. So, if she'd come in the house, I'd put her downstairs for a few hours every day to have her do mobile patrol. But I think my problems are gone. So. So, what do you guys want to talk about? We had spaghetti last night for dinner. I can eat it now, but it takes me forever. I had a bowl of spaghetti last night, about that big. Took me about 2 hours to eat it. Want to talk about bacon? No. I was going to make it, I was going to make 2 different kinds of spaghetti. Spaghetti the regular way, and then I was going to use udon noodles the other way. Udon noodles, I can eat them. They're like I don't know, Chinese or Japanese or whatever, Asian. They're Asian noodles. Let's put it. We're not going to how do they say that? Classify or whatever, but they're Asian noodles. Yeah. If you ever had an udon noodle, they're about half the size of a pencil. I know, racist bastard. Yeah. I use either thin spaghetti. That's what we use is thin spaghetti. I I used to love spaghetti. When Kathy would make spaghetti, she'd make spaghetti and then she'd make a big, I mean, a huge pot of it. And then she would make it, the next day we would have baked spaghetti with mozzarella cheese on it. Yeah, you'd start with the sprinkle state. That's right. Yeah. But we'd have baked spaghetti the next day or the day after, or whatever. But I made 2 pounds of spaghetti, and because I try not to profile, the word I was looking for was profiling. I try not to profile. Um, anyways, I love spaghetti. Well, I can't eat. I could sit down and eat 2 big plates of spaghetti before, but now I can only eat, a bowl. That's it. I can't eat a lot of it. So we don't make that much, but I made 2 pounds of spaghetti noodles yesterday. And with all the grandkids and us, there's a dish about this big, about that high, and that's what's left. Plus there's another small dish about this much, probably about 18 ounces of sauce left. The other dish with the spaghetti in it is filled with spaghetti and sauce. It is. Yeah, that's what we used to do too. Same way with chili. We'd make a big pot of chili and eat on that for 2 or 3 days. Well, we don't do that no more. Stereotyping, yeah. Um, I didn't know they were on. Oh, I have to go to the little boy's room. I will be right back. Huh. No, you seen me. I left. Brad is, I think. It's the Nutty Professor. Hold on. Let's see who's on. Yeah. Do 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 do. There you go. Gonna be 50. Yeah, it's gonna be 50 here too today. But it's supposed to rain too. Right, that's what it was for. Oh, you know how it is. You know how he is. I mean, how it is. Yep. Larry, Curly, and Moe. I gotta get a song done too for Moose. Yeah. Maybe I'll do just an introduction or something like that. Mm-hmm. Did ya? Did you get blocked? Evidently. Hey, that sounds like a good job. Are they hiring? Can I do it from home? Well, evidently that got taken down because it's not there. Good morning, dumbass, badass, and space cadet. 9111 and 911. 911. Can I take your what's the nature of your call? Oh, you bake that turkey at 400 degrees, 5 minutes per pound. Is that all I can help you with? Thanks for calling 911. You realize 911 operators get thousands of phone calls every Thanksgiving and Christmas from idiots asking how to cook a turkey. They do. Thousands of phone calls. What's the nature of your emergency? I don't know how to cook a turkey. Yep. I was watching a video the other day, and they were showing deep frying a turkey, and you could see that the burner is on. And he's putting this turkey in, he's putting it in slow like he should. But when it gets all the way down, the oil is bubbling up over the top of the pan. They didn't show a fire, but I was waiting for one. For God's sakes, if you're going to deep fry a turkey, always make sure the turkey and the oil fit in there together before you start to heat up the oil. Okay? And then when you go to put the turkey in, after the oil is hot, shut the burner off, put the turkey in, and then light the burner. Ask them for a 1036. What's a 1036? Yes, I did see the Waffle House fight. That little white girl, she's a slugger, man. She brought one clear from the floor. It almost looked like the Song of the Blue time check. Yeah. It almost sounded like the Song of the Blue Cyclone. Then came a barrage of judo chops, and I was begging somebody to call the cops before the cyclone could commit a mortal crime. Waffle House Fight Club, yeah. That was something, man. I don't know what started it. But Um, yeah. She got on the counter and went to jump on and she fell off the counter onto the floor, and that's when that one woman just beat the living dog shit out of her. Yeah. Here you go. I think a lot of reason why the Waffle Houses go out of business is because they sell their food reasonably priced, cheap, and a lot of people can afford it, right? What happens is a lot of Waffle Houses are open 24 hours a day, so all the bums, they come in there, they scrape up enough money to buy a cup of coffee, and they sit in there for hours at a time, stinking up the place. Okay, not that I have any problem with people that are homeless or whatever, but they're not showered and all that other stuff, and they stink, and other people just don't want to be around that element, and that's the problem. They lose money by accepting, a few pennies or a dollar or two from these homeless people that are sitting in there for hours at a time drinking a cup of coffee. You're right. She'll be the Waffle House manager pretty soon. So, but that's what happens to a lot of these affordable priced places to eat. These people will go in there that have little to hardly any money, and they'll sit in there for hours to stay warm, or during the heat, stay in there to keep cool, and they run the other people off. Here we go again. That's right. Oh, yeah, they were all blaming it on racists. It's all white. It's all racist. Yeah. Okay. Truth be known, I bet that one that got on the counter is the one that started it. And I'll tell you right now, it does not matter. And I'm not being racist here or anything. But if you call a black person the N-word, okay, that's a racist slur. But if that black person calls you a honky or whitey or albino or ghost, it's not racist. I don't know how that works. They're making reference to your color, okay, and that's racism. But it's not racism, because there's no such thing as racism against a white person. I don't know how that works. So, you didn't have enough drunks to support the Waffle House? Yeah. Fighting discrimination with discrimination. You're right. That's how they do it. It's not against the law to call a white person a honky or whatever. That's not discrimination. And I think it's absolutely wrong. I've said this 100,000 times probably. If you want to get rid of discrimination, make everybody equal. Everybody. Native Americans, make them equal. You have no more rights than anybody else. Everybody else, no special programs for ethnicity. You look at it now, there is. If you're black, you can get special programs. If you're Spanish, you're Mexican, you can get special programs. If you're Indian, you can get special programs. If you're a foreigner, you can get special programs. But if you're white living in America, you can't. Now, that's where the discrimination is starting. There you go. Yeah. Allegedly. I can neither confirm nor deny, but that's my outtake and my outlook on it. If they quit giving special circumstances to everybody and made everybody equal, there would be no discrimination. I don't care if your great grandfather hunted buffalo. I don't care. I don't care if your great grandfather was a slave. I don't care. I don't care if your great grandmother was an old buffalo fighter. I don't care. Everybody is equal now. Get rid of the native land, okay? Now, make you start paying taxes or get a job. Get a job and start paying taxes. No more special privileges. No more living on the government nickel. Or actually, it's $2 bill now because it was a government dime. But now, with inflation, it's a $2 bill. Yeah. So, I got to powder real quick again. I got to get this all out of my system before I go to the doctors because if I have the sniffles, they won't let me in to see her again. Oh, even wearing a mask, they wouldn't let me see her. They said, I said, I do have a little bit of a cold. They run my temperature. My temperature was 97.9. So I wasn't running a temperature. All I had was just a slight cold. Go ahead and sit down. We'll call you back in a minute. Next thing you know, Keith, yeah, you need to make a video appointment. We don't want you to go in and see her because you're sick. Excuse me, I thought that's what the doctors were for. If you're sick, just see the doctor. No, we don't want you to see her because you're sick. Don't quite. Could you do a video? I said, no, never mind. Just cancel my appointment. I'm not doing videos no more either. Yeah, put everybody on welfare and Medicaid. There you go. Yeah. Diarrhea of the mouth. That's right. Modern day idiots. Huh. I got something for you, Grizz.
Fuck you, Grizz. You can't stop me. Fuck you, Grizz. There you go with your childish bullshit.
That's right. Mask up and drive. Yeah, it gets me people riding around in their cars with masks on. Yeah. Uh-huh. When I go to the hospital, I got to put a mask on. Here we go again. Okay. I put a mask on when you go in the hospital because you have to. You got to put a mask on when you go into the doctor's office too because you have to. Okay. That's their policy. That's fine. But as soon as I walk out that damn door, that mask is off. Face it, people. The pharmaceuticals, the doctors, the hospitals, and the mask companies all made billions and billions of dollars during the Hillary. And they're still capitalizing on it now. They all got rich. They all made tons of money. And who paid for it? Me, you, and everybody else. I don't know. If you're wearing an oxygen tank, and you got the nose piece on, I think you're pretty much exempt from the face mask, because if you got to take in oxygen, I don't think they want you to risk it with putting a mask on and further inhibiting your breathing. Oh, most likely, Grizz. Yeah, you shouldn't have to wear one if you have an oxygen tank on. That's just my point of view, but I believe that's true. Mhm. Someone is real quiet. Why a female is on the panel, wondering if he's rubbing his knee. Hmm. You're all the sweetest people I know. Yeah, okay. Well, Robert needs a hug every morning. Hmm. Anybody else? Let's see. I'm just seeing who's on. Death pool. Good morning, Desi. I bet you didn't see Ray Lolita as being one that was going to die in 2022, did you? Yeah. Well, I tell you what, Paul Pelosi next year, guaranteed. Hello, Hillary. Can you do me a favor? He's getting a little out of hand. Allegedly. Now, I have to figure out what you're talking about. Do you, it's $10, okay. But do you have to have the correct date or just that they died? No. His Mac Daddy, that's right. No, Charles will probably live for another 20 years because, they got good health care there and they're going to keep him alive as long as possible. Okay, you get points. Okay. All right. I'll have to do that. I bet nobody seen Ann Hesh either, did they? Like Bob Barker. I think he's going to be one. Lee Majors, he might be another. You know who I think might go this year? Oh, you have to be 100, less than 100. Well, Bob Barker will be 100 next year too, or this year. No. Clint Eastwood might go. I think this is going to be a shocker. Hunter Biden. Joe Biden for the win. That's right. Damn. Oh. And the reason why I say that is because he's becoming a real big liability. And I think that Jeffrey Epstein's girlfriend might be another one. Well, Grizz, see, you got to send in $10, and if you win, you get money back. It's pay to play. Yeah. Alan Jackson. Alan Jackson's doing okay. Randy Travis. That might be one that might go. I gotta get me another cup of coffee real quick because then I gotta at 8:30 I gotta get it up and go. So shut 'em up, Joe. I'm a walking the floor. Had to make another pot for Kathy when she gets up. So. There you go. Whoopi Goldberg. There you go. Willie Nelson. She is stupid. That's right. You're absolutely right. Did you see that picture of Keith Richards teaching Willie Nelson how to play guitar when Willie was a kid? That's funny. I remember when Whoopi Goldberg said that she'd had 6 abortions. And I thought, well, wow, that's amazing. You found 6 people to actually have sex with? And she was so upset about that West Virginia governor, which was wearing blackface. But she wasn't upset when Ted Danson did it and they went to a costume party. You know, because she was dating Ted Danson at the time. God, his eyesight must have been really, really bad. Oh, here's my lovely bride. Morning, gorgeous. I already got your cup sitting out there. And it's making right now, so. Yeah, that was during Ted's smoking crack phase. That's right. Hey, Skeeta, what'd you do? Come in as a different name? Oh, by the way, good morning, Chaos. How are you doing today? Evidently, yeah. Ain't no way. That's right. Just checking your mail? Okay. Because you're not blue no more. Anyways, that's one weird duck right there. Whoopi Goldberg. Well, you know what you do with them, Chaos? You give them a great big old shot of nighttime NyQuil and tell them to have a good day. They'll walk from the kitchen to the living room and drop right there. Yeah. She must have went to bed again because I didn't hear anything after that for a while. So. Harley had a headache like 2:30 in the morning. And it woke her up. I heard her whimpering. She walked by and said, "What's the matter?" She said, "I got a headache. My head hurts." Kathy gave her some medicine, put a wet towel on her forehead, and said, "Here, lay down, go to sleep." Oh, what? No, my shoulder's starting. This one's starting to hurt now.
Well, when you quit exercising,
Well, I quit exercising. You're the one that put the lock on the box. Now, if you want me to exercise,
oh, why did I put the lock on
I don't know why you put the lock on the box for the box.
Shall
The,
we go
bo-
there?
the box has been locked. Yeah, I love you too, Dan. Huh? Well, thank you. I feel like Bruce Springsteen. Yeah.
What?
Square Table says you look like Bruce Springsteen with.
Huh.
Yeah. He sees you when you're sleeping.
Stop it.
He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been
Stop.
bad or good. So you better be good for a good nest egg. Bruce Springsteen sang that. Santa Claus is coming to town. FCD is probably stoned, just saying. Yeah. Amish says, hit him, Kathy. Come over and bust me one, will ya?
Won't be a thing you like.
Bust me twice. Motorboat Thursday.
That's stupid.
Yeah. Chaos says, good morning, Kathy. Hugs.
Good morning.
Don't get excited. I was just rubbing my kneecap. Kathy will witness that. Yeah, I know. I never thought he was a good singer. He screams when he sings. After the stream, that's right. Go motorboat him.
Well, you never thought he was a good singer?
No, Bruce
I
Springsteen.
never thought you was either.
I'm
I
a hell of a
did
lot
not.
better than Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah,
I just never got
okay.
discovered.
Yeah,
How many of you people are enjoying your Christmas CDs?
none.
Sent out thousands, almost
Zero.
millions of them, hundreds of millions of them.
Zero.
Kathy has listened to it. She's worn it out. I had to put a second one in.
Yeah, sure you did.
Yeah. Thank you, JR. You have yourself a great day too. And I'm still praying for your wife. That's because the CD is so hot there, Square Table.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. It's smoking hot. Chaos says if my husband tries to motorboat me, I'll kick him in the poop deck. Damn! You have a great day too. Damn, Chaos. You are just so, you are rotten to the core. Mean. Nasty. Oh. Thank you for the compliment.
You know your place when you get up there. You know not to do nothing.
Yeah, I do.
You stay your distance. You just run your mouth under.
That's right. Here I'm protected. Once the camera's off, I'm not. That's why we got cameras in the house recording 24 hours a day. I'm protected.
Yeah.
I take it you didn't put the seat back last night.
What? No.
You knew I had to go.
Use your arms.
You knew I had to go to the doctor's today.
Oh, I don't care. Do it yourself. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, everybody.
If it weren't for going to the doctors.
Y'all have a blessed day. Take care. Prayers and peace. And we will see you tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard.
If you can see.
If I can see out of both peepers. Y'all have a blessed night and blessed day and take care. We will see you tonight.